Hi everyone, I'm Linda, and some exciting things have been happening in my family here recently. First of all, my husband, who's been a Christian for many years, he's been really seeking to go deeper with God. Secondly, my 19-year-old son has allowed me to lead him in a commitment of prayer, of faith for salvation. And thirdly, my mother-in-law, who's 92 years old, and she's been having terrible health problems lately. Finally, we've got some brilliant care sorted out for her, and she also allowed my husband, her son, to pray with her for salvation. And all of these things and more have come out of our Praying for Revival groups. Some months ago, we felt led to begin praying for our unsafe family members. We were praying for revival, but God laid it on our heart to pray for our unsafe family members and friends. And then in January this year, as we prayed together, I had a really strong impression that I was carrying a massive, heavy sack of gold. And out of this sack of gold, this gold dust, it was all spilling. This gold dust was spilling out, and I couldn't help it. I couldn't stop it from spilling out. And I really believe this was signifying that God was, at this moment in time, was pouring out great blessings upon us from his treasure house, and that we will not be able to contain it. And the dust that's beginning to spill out was the first fruits that we are beginning to see in our families and loved ones. Now, other people in our revival group were also reporting good things beginning to happen with their loved ones. One of our members had a son who was off drugs for the first time in many years, and he's still off them. Another one who's had an unsaved husband. Their husband was a Christian years ago, but didn't want to know much about faith, and suddenly was wanting to watch Christian videos and really interested when his wife was watching them. So we believe God was being true to his word. And we feel that this wasn't just for us in our groups, but this was something God was doing right now, and it's for the whole church. And so an initiative was born, the Listening Ear Prayer Triplets. Now, you might be confused about the name. Listening Ear is not a counselling group. It's not for us to get together and offload onto one another things that have been happening. Not really. It's about us listening to God. So prayer triplets operate. There are 3 people praying together regularly for their loved ones. And they are listening to God intently as to who they should pray for and how they should pray for them and how they should approach them in relation to bringing them to a deeper knowledge of God.